Amazon is the world's largest online retailer by quite a margin. The company controls approximately 39.2% of the US e-commerce market, with Walmart in second place controlling around 7%. In addition to a huge selection of products, what has helped Amazon dominate this space is its complex delivery system. The company recognized that quick, efficient delivery of orders is one of the most important factors in customer satisfaction. And as the competition grows more intense and customer acquisition and retention have become more difficult, the need for better delivery systems has grown larger. The company has been investing billions of dollars and countless hours of brainpower to become a shipping company by bringing a huge chunk of its delivery infrastructure in-house. Amazon's delivery capabilities now rival that of the world's largest delivery companies like UPS and FedEx. In this video, we will take a detailed look at Amazon's transformation into a shipping giant by understanding the evolution of Amazon shipping, its current capacity, and how this all fits with its main corporate strategy. In the early days of Amazon, I am talking about back in the late 90s and early 2000s, Amazon's business model was purely as an e-commerce retailer without any in-house logistics capabilities. It relied on third-party logistics providers to handle all processes across its supply chain. This meant that it relied on ocean and air freight companies to ship products across oceans, on land freight companies to move shipments across warehouses and distribution centers, and on delivery companies to take products from warehouses to the customers. The only part of the shipping process that Amazon controlled were warehouses and distribution centers. These warehouses centralized inventory management, but shipping remained reliant on other companies. But Amazon's real push into bringing package shipment in-house began in 2013 with something called Operation Dragonboat. Operation Dragonboat was an internal Amazon project that surfaced around 2013, and its purpose was to explore ways for Amazon to reduce its dependence on third-party logistics companies. The central goal of Operation Dragonboat was to create an in-house logistics network that could rival the services offered by traditional shipping companies. This project contained a step-by-step guideline on how to turn Amazon into a global shipping company that competed with FedEx, UPS, DHL, and other big shipping companies in the world. And to do this, Amazon had to take control of the entire shipping process, which meant that Amazon had to build its own network for first mile, middle mile, and last mile delivery. The first mile refers to the initial stage of the supply chain where products are transported from a manufacturer or supplier to a distribution center or warehouse. To take control of this process, the company decided to enter the ocean freight industry. Amazon's interest in controlling ocean freight deliveries became evident in 2015 when the company quietly registered with the Federal Maritime Commission as an ocean freight forwarder under the subsidiary Amazon China. This marked the first time Amazon was recognized as a non-vessel operating common carrier. Essentially, this allowed Amazon to book cargo space directly on ships, bypassing traditional freight forwarders. By gaining NVOSCC status, Amazon began handling shipments from China to the US under its own terms. Even though it wasn't operating its own ships, this status allowed Amazon to negotiate directly with shipping lines for cargo space. Amazon was also simultaneously building its middle mile delivery network while it was working on its ocean freight project. Middle mile delivery refers to the transportation of goods between a supplier's warehouse, distribution center, or fulfillment center and a retailer's location or another distribution center. In 2014, the company established the Amazon Transportation Services division. ATS focused on improving transportation efficiency across Amazon's entire logistics network, including moving goods between fulfillment centers, sortation centers, and inbound shipments from suppliers. In the first 2 years of ATS, Amazon relied on dedicated trucking services, contracting with specific trucking companies to handle shipments between fulfillment centers and sorting centers. It was in 2016 that Amazon decided to start bringing this process in-house by leasing its own semi-trucks. These trucks were often leased from large transportation companies, but Amazon retained more control over scheduling and routing. Then, in 2017, Amazon's trucking operations gained further visibility when the company began using Amazon-branded trailers. These trailers, pulled by leased semi-trucks from carriers, helped Amazon reduce reliance on outsourced trucking and ensured more consistent branding and service standards for its middle-mile network. It also allowed Amazon to optimize the way goods are packed, loaded, and transported between facilities, further reducing costs. To further improve its middle mile and first mile capacity, Amazon reportedly began developing its own fleet of cargo planes to handle its air freight in 2015. Instead of establishing its own airline and applying for an air operator certificate, Amazon chose to lease aircraft and let other companies operate them under the Amazon brand. It held talks with several companies over leasing aircraft, including Air Transportation Services Group, Atlas Air, and Kalita Air. It began a trial in November 2015 with ATSG using 5 Boeing 767 aircraft from a base in Wellington, Ohio. Things had progressed well, and by 2016, Amazon agreed on a deal to lease 20 Boeing 767 aircraft from ATSG, which marked the launch of Amazon Air, a virtual cargo airline that operated exclusively to transport Amazon packages. While handling first mile and middle mile deliveries was important, last mile delivery was perhaps the most important when it came to turning Amazon into a shipping company. Last mile is the final step in the shipping process where a package is delivered from the distribution hub to the customer's door. This is often the most expensive and logistically complex part of the shipping process, which is why last mile shipping was a huge part of Operation Dragon Boat. According to leaked documents, Operation Dragon Boat explored various options, including using local couriers, independent drivers, and small delivery companies to handle the last mile delivery. And the company followed through with these options. In 2015, Amazon launched Amazon Flex, a gig economy-based delivery system. Flex allowed independent contractors to deliver packages using their own vehicles, much like Uber for packages. But one of the most important developments in Amazon's last mile strategy was the launch of the Delivery Service Partners program in 2018. Through this initiative, Amazon began recruiting small business owners to run local delivery fleets dedicated to delivering Amazon packages. These independent businesses operated under the Amazon brand, using branded vans and technology to coordinate deliveries. As we can see, Amazon took strategic steps toward taking more control over its entire shipping process. This all culminated in 2019 when Amazon announced that it would stop using FedEx Ground for Prime deliveries. By this time, Amazon had built up an extensive network of flex drivers, DSP vans, semi-trucks, and Amazon airplanes, which allowed it to handle nearly 50% of its own deliveries. But it was not done. Amazon continued to invest in its supply chain and delivery process and has now created a logistics operation that rivals that of UPS and FedEx. As of 2023, UPS owns approximately 135,000 packaged vehicles, including cars, vans, tractors, and motorcycles. This is in addition to an air fleet of 563 jets, 294 of which are owned and/or operated directly by UPS. To support its jet fleet, UPS has 5 large regional air hubs across the US. The shipping giant also operates 1,800 leased and owned facilities that help it move products. On the other hand, FedEx operates over 210,000 motorized vehicles and more than 1,000 facilities and service centers. The company dominates the air cargo space with 697 aircraft and 8 air hubs in the US. When we compare Amazon to these two companies, we can see that it is smaller. Amazon now operates more than 1,500 warehouses, including its fulfillment and sorting centers, and has a motorized vehicle fleet of more than 140,000 vehicles. Prime Air, Amazon's cargo airline, currently operates 95 aircraft and 6 air hubs. Although smaller in size, Amazon has already dethroned UPS and FedEx as delivery kings in the US. In 2023, UPS delivered less than 5.3 billion packages, whereas FedEx delivered less than 3.3 billion. Amazon, on the other hand, delivered approximately 5.9 billion packages. What makes this even more impressive is the fact that Amazon only counts deliveries where it handles the total process, whereas UPS and FedEx also count deliveries where the USPS handles the last mile delivery. Looking at all of this, a question arises: why? Why did Amazon spend billions of dollars to turn into a shipping company? A big reason behind Amazon's entry into the shipping industry is the potential revenue it can generate by selling this service to other companies. The third-party logistics industry is estimated at $1.29 trillion in 2024, representing a huge opportunity for new players. Amazon understood that building an in-house shipping infrastructure would leave it with excess capacity which it could sell to other companies and generate revenue. And this is exactly what it has done. The company now offers several third-party logistics services to sellers, including Fulfillment by Amazon, Amazon Partnered Carrier Program, Amazon Warehousing and Distribution, Amazon Global Logistics, Multi-Channel Fulfillment, Amazon Freight, and Supply Chain by Amazon. Amazon reported that it had generated more than $140 billion in sales last year from its third-party seller services, including commissions and related fulfillment and shipping fees. That sum represents nearly a quarter of the company's total revenue. And this business is forecasted to continue growing at an impressive pace. Bank of America estimates that Amazon shipping and logistics service will become a $230 billion business by 2025. But Amazon's push into this industry is not just about new revenue sources, it's also about protecting and expanding its e-commerce market share. The Christmas season usually results in a surge in online shopping as many people turn to online retailers to buy gifts, which is why carriers like UPS and FedEx usually prepare for this season by increasing their capacity. In 2013, NBC News reported that UPS had forecast an 8% average daily increase in volumes during the holidays and had adjusted its workforce accordingly. However, because of a higher than anticipated surge in online shopping, UPS saw a 30% year-over-year jump on the weekend before Christmas and a 63% surge on December 23rd. FedEx was also in a similar position. This surge in demand, combined with bad weather, stretched UPS's and FedEx delivery system to the point of collapse, which resulted in many people not getting their packages on time for Christmas. This event was pivotal as it was the first time Amazon saw how easily the current solutions break down, and the company realized that it would need to bring delivery in-house if it wants to continue scaling its business. Additionally, Amazon believes that its in-house logistics network gives it a competitive advantage over its competitors. Think about it. If Amazon was simply an e-commerce company, it would be easy for its competitors to replicate it and eat into its market share. In this instance, companies like Walmart and Target would have a competitive advantage over Amazon because they could simply use their already existing network of stores and vast array of products to sell online and fulfill orders. However, Amazon's logistics capabilities give it the competitive advantage because it provides a more cost-effective way to handle more orders while still prioritizing fast delivery. This is especially important now, considering that 53% of shoppers abandon their purchase because of long delivery times. Seeing the growing customer expectations when it comes to package delivery, legacy retailers that have entered the online retail industry, like Walmart and Target, have understood that improving their delivery times is a key factor in gaining more market share in this space. And this has kicked off a sort of shipping war between these three companies as they compete to attract customers with fast delivery times. Over 75% of Americans live within 10 miles of a Target store, and as the smallest retailer of the group, Target is banking on its network of physical stores across the US to deliver packages faster. As Target ramped up same-day and next-day delivery, it turned stores into mini fulfillment centers. This meant dedicating backroom space for shipping needs, like adding pack stations. With Target's model, store employees will pick your order directly from the shelf. Then it's brought to the back room where your order will be boxed, taped, and labeled before it's added to a pallet for pickup. Target says shipping from a store is 40% cheaper than routing the order through a fulfillment center. But relying on stores to sell items to both in-person and digital customers comes with its own challenge. There's a limited amount of space. As digital order volume continues to increase, it creates strain and pressure for the stores. One way the company has solved this problem is by utilizing sortation centers. Take a look at this Minneapolis sortation center, which was opened in 2020. Facilities like these utilize existing stores while shipping at high volume. Every day, orders are packaged and trucked from 43 local Target store shelves and brought here for sorting and delivery. Once an order has made it through the sortation center, it's ready for the driver to pick up. Target uses Shipt, which it acquired in 2017, to make some of its deliveries. The drivers are independent contractors using their own cars. At designated times throughout the day, the garage doors open, drivers flood in, and workers push the carts out for load-in. Since Target opened its first sortation center in 2020, the company says that next-day deliveries have increased by more than 150%. This is because these centers can process around 35,000 packages a day through peak. Currently, Target has 10 of these centers across the US and is investing $100 million to expand its network of sortation centers to 15 by the end of 2026. But Target is not the only one using its network of physical stores to its advantage. Walmart is also taking advantage of its stores, but with a twist. A few years ago, Walmart made the decision to start using most of its stores to fulfill e-commerce orders. This made sense because building e-commerce fulfillment centers is very expensive and time-consuming. Therefore, utilizing its stores allowed the company to get their e-commerce business up and running much faster. Additionally, the company's network of more than 4,600 stores means that 90% of the US population is located within 10 miles of a Walmart, giving it an advantage when it comes to fast shipping. This is precisely why Walmart offers same-day delivery in more than 4,000 of its stores. But as the shipping war has gotten more intense, Walmart has also had to upgrade its system. The company is leaning into the cutting edge, investing in drone delivery and automated fulfillment centers to give it an advantage over its competitors. A huge part of the company's plans to improve fulfillment and delivery speed are its Market Fulfillment Centers, or MCFs. These centers are attached to Walmart supercenters and hold approximately 6,000 to 8,000 of the most popular products sold in the area. And these centers are packed with technology designed to automate the fulfillment process. One of these technologies is the AlphaBot system. Walmart's AlphaBot system streamlines order fulfillment by utilizing 175 robots that move in all directions to retrieve items. Each robot carries a crate-sized bin to the picking station, allowing workers to gather items without needing to move between shelves. This automation accelerates the picking and packing process, significantly speeding up shipping. Once all items are collected, they are scanned, labeled, and consolidated in a single location. Orders can then be picked up in store, delivered by a driver, or in some areas dropped off by drone, often within hours. Walmart now has 7 of these facilities, with plans to open over 100 more in the next few years. But investing in MFCs doesn't mean that the company is abandoning the traditional e-commerce distribution model that relies on huge dedicated warehouses. Walmart is also investing in 5 large facilities that it calls its next generation fulfillment centers. 3 have already opened. At 1.5 million square feet, these centers are even more automated than MCFs. According to Walmart, these next-generation fulfillment centers, coupled with its legacy centers, can access 95% of the US population with next-day or 2-day delivery. But Walmart and Target are not the only companies forced to make changes because of the shipping war. This war has also forced Amazon to make some changes, starting with same-day delivery centers. The company now has 58 same-day delivery centers across the country. Unlike Amazon's larger warehouses, these smaller sites prepare products for immediate delivery, a service that's available in more than 90 metropolitan areas. At traditional Amazon warehouses, an order might first be picked up and packed in one center before being moved to another to be sorted, and then to a delivery station in the customer's area, before finally arriving on a doorstep. Same-day centers handle the picking, packing, and sorting of orders all under one roof, reducing the time from storage to out for delivery to just 11 minutes. This allows Amazon to deliver the most popular items, such as electronics and household essentials, to customers within hours. In order for Amazon to do so, it has to make sure its centers carry the right inventory. To do this, the company has broken down the US into 8 different regions. This regional approach, combined with AI-driven inventory management, ensures that high-demand items are stocked closer to customers, driving both speed and efficiency. For example, the company knows that people in Florida or other parts of the South are not likely to purchase a winter coat. However, people in the North will be likely to purchase a winter coat when the weather starts to cool down. Because of this, Amazon does not need to send winter coats to its southern centers, but it has to make sure that its northern centers are stocked up on these coats. This approach has allowed Amazon to fulfill 76% of orders locally, significantly reducing the cost of delivery while increasing the speed. Amazon's same-day facilities are basically designed to compete directly with retailers like Walmart and Target that use physical stores for fast delivery, which is why Amazon plans to double the number of same-day centers over the next few years. As we can see, Amazon has spent the past decade or so building a logistics network that gives it an advantage over its competitors. While bringing fulfillment and shipping in-house helps Amazon protect and even expand its online dominance, it also serves as a potential major revenue source. And this is not the first time the company has done this. See, Amazon has a history of building a specific infrastructure for its needs, having it work well, and deciding to sell it to third parties and make money off of it. Perhaps the most significant example is Amazon's big money maker, AWS. In the early 2000s, Amazon was facing scalability and infrastructure challenges while trying to handle the growing demands of its e-commerce business. To address these issues, the company developed a more efficient and flexible cloud infrastructure to streamline its operations, reduce costs, and improve scalability. During this process, Amazon realized that other businesses might also benefit from using similar cloud-based services. Recognizing the broader market potential, Amazon decided to commercialize its cloud infrastructure and launched AWS in 2006, offering on-demand cloud computing services like storage, computing power, and databases to other companies. This decision turned AWS into a pioneering cloud platform, and it has since become a significant part of Amazon's business, generating substantial revenue and helping shape the global cloud computing industry. And so far, we can see that Amazon is following the same blueprint for its logistics division. But whether Amazon Logistics will continue to grow and become a massive revenue source for Amazon in the future remains to be seen.